is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 106 of Friday Night Genesis and edition number 405 of Community Universe Mode. And as the show gets underway for this huge 8-man battle royal, we already have an elimination as the Black Gale has been ducked out by Dave Turner. Of course, the show getting right on the tracks, exploding into the action. As voted by the CMV Universe, we know that the Alpha World Championship will be defended later on in our main event. Of course, the brand new champion, Elijah Stewart, putting his newly won belt on the line. But the fans of CMV in a poll on our website had the opportunity to vote who should get that shot. I think the choices were whoever wasn't pinned in the triple threat, let the champion decide, or have an 8-man battle royal at the top of the show to find out. And that's obviously what the fans picked to see go down. So that's what we are witnessing here. 8 superstars chosen from the Genesis locker room. As you can see, as soon as the stream started, Black Gale was eliminated. Dave Turner, the match had already really started. Dave Turner chucked Black Gale out of the ring. He did not last very long, couple of seconds tops. But you can see in the field there, obviously, Dave Turner. We have Ray Furioso, Sean Kent, Bob Luger, Adam Valentine, Jaquan Shea, and the massive Gary Suckanov, who, just immediately looking at this lineup, I'd probably give him the advantage. You know, the 400-pounder. How are any of these guys, unless they work together, going to get him up and over the top rope and eliminated? But most of these guys were victorious this past Sunday. At Exodus, we had, Ray Furioso defeated Samuel Boone. We had Sean Kent. Oh, no, it was Sean Kent who beat Samuel Boone. Ray Furioso defeated Josh Wolf, tapping Wolf out in a back-and-forth heated matchup. Of course, Dave Turner knocked off John Reed in CMV's first-ever Lumberjack match. And then we did see Adam Valentine put down Peter Thompson as well in an no-holds-barred. Once again, having the big dog's number as Valentine, speaking of, looks to get Ray Furioso out of here. And Jaquan Shea, even though he was on the losing end of that RJPW Television Championship match against Matsuda Tanaka, he still put on one hell of a showing. General Manager Genesis Castle Fave giving him this opportunity. And then Gary Suckanov, of course, former international champion. Look, there goes Jaquan, taken out by the Russian Ogre. Of course, they've had a long storied rivalry. That had to feel good for the big man right there. Gary's still reeling from an attack by the returning Pete Davis and his band of mystery men during Exodus. Oh, there goes Adam Valentine, eliminated by Sean Kent. And just like that, we're down to 5, guys. Remember, the winner of this Battle Royal gets a shot at Elijah Stewart in his Alpha World Championship later on in our main event. And look at this, Dave Turner and Sean Kent working together to eliminate possibly the favorite. They do! Holy shit! Bob Luger, the front man, the voice of Click, is eliminated via teamwork by Sean Kent and Dave Turner. And now it's down to Ray Furioso, Gary Suckanov, Dave Turner, and Sean Kent. Wow, I was just saying, as Luger was eliminated, he's most definitely, the biggest name. I'd say the top pick from most to win. He wasn't pinned in that triple threat in Exodus' main event. Elijah Stewart pinned the champion MLP to win the title. Oh, it's down to these 4. One of these 4 guys is getting an Alpha World Championship opportunity. And our main event is Gary looks for a second elimination, and he gets it. Sean Kent eliminated. Holy camole. Gary Suckanov, Ray Furioso, and Dave Turner. Let's go. Oh my God. Gary Suckanov just saw his life flash before his eyes right there. The pack has thinned. Just 3 remaining. Ray Furioso, the Russian Ogre, and CMV Hall of Famer, former general manager of Genesis, Dave Turner, who, like I said, coming off that win over John Reed in CMV's first ever Lumberjack match at Exodus. Dave resting up in the corner, gets back up to his feet gingerly. Dave Turner does not look great. The former 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, that would be Dave Turner and Elijah Stewart. That would be awesome. We might see it. as Guri takes out Guri Sukanov. Dave picks up that 400-pound limp body to try to get it over the top rope. Remember, both you have to touch the outside of the ring, too. Sit outside, walk slam. The former international champion busted wide open at some point in this matchup. Blood trickling all over his face now. Oh, and there's that rolling sit-out powerbomb that hardly, I think maybe 3 people have ever kicked out of before. Remember, Guri's only had 4 singles, well 5 now to his name. 5 singles losses in his near-year career here in CMV. As Dave Turner gets off a nice Russian leg sweep. Hook to the jaw there by Rey Furioso. The Japanese legend, former Rising Star champion. Can you imagine him and Elijah Stewart for the Alpha World Championship? That would be an athletic as hell match. I mean, any 3 outcomes now, Guri Sukanov and Elijah Stewart, that would be an interesting dynamic. Either way, Stewart's most definitely in the back, watching this on the edge of his seat. These are 3 tough opponents, no matter who wins here, the remaining lot. We know the Good Vibes Kid is a fighting champion as Rey Furioso's in big-time trouble. Guri trying to throw over the top rope. You see Rey flailing, but Rey's eliminated. Oh, it is down to Guri Sukanov and Dave Turner. Turner's still down under the bottom rope over there. Guri closes in. Dave tries to fight through the pain. Oh, no. Russian leg sweep into the corner. Bad place for Turner to be as Sukanov with a punch to the face. Shoulder thrust to the midsection again. Turner just getting murdered. Sukanov having his way. Now looks like an alley-oop. Just dropping like a sack of stones. But Turner has fought through so much adversity in his career. Has fought against big men before. Cyborg. The wars he and Cyborg went through. Oh, the technical prodigy with a double axe handle. Now Dave in the corner. In the corner. Turner revving up that wicked right hand. But then just gets punched. Now Guri on spaghetti legs. Oh, but snaps back to just in time to take Dave overhead with that fireman's carry drop kick attempted. I don't think I've ever seen Guri go for a drop kick before. I think wrong time to test it out in a match of this magnitude. As Dave again in the corner looks to make that cut even worse. Yeah, punch. A second time and Turner's not through. The strength on display of the Hall of Famer. Burning Hammer, vintage Turner. Now Dave, like a shark in the water, smells the blood. Looking to close in. But he should stop trying to knock out Guri. He's got to get him over the top rope somehow. Oh, look at that clothesline. Just plowing over Dave. Guri drenched in blood now. No, that's how he eliminated Furioso. Turner hanging on for dear life. Can he escape? No, Dave's eliminated. Guri Sukanov is going to the main event to challenge Elijah Stewart for the Alpha World Championship. I said, how were any of these guys, even working together, gonna get Guri up and over the top rope? Well, nobody did. Instead, Guri eliminates Dave Turner to seal the opportunity. Holy shit. Elijah Stewart. Why is Adam Valentine and Sean Kent still over there? They just didn't leave. Well, Guri's got about maybe 2 hours or so to wash up. Get patched up and prepare. Oh, I can imagine Elijah's expression right now. He can't exactly be overzealous or too excited with that outcome. Alright, my friends, welcome all to CMV Friday Night Genesis, number 106, episode 405 overall, as we are truly going to get into the card now. That Battle Royal kicking things off. You might have missed it if you came in because it started off right away. I mean, Black Gale got eliminated within, 5 seconds long. An 8-man over the top rope challenge Elijah Stewart for his CMV World title. Later on in our main event, and Dury Sukanov, guys, eliminating Dave Turner last to earn that opportunity. But Sukanov, we saw his face. He was cut deep. His entire face was covered in blood. Add on to that the fact that he was jumped and mauled by the returning Pete Davis and his unknowns at Exodus this past Sunday. We know Pete is skulking around. Little army here tonight as well. Dury has got a monumental opportunity coming his way, but will he be able to focus? Elijah Stewart, no doubt, is... I'd have to imagine. I know Elijah's up for any sort of fight, anywhere, anytime, but even he can't be too thrilled with that outcome. And here's a tweet from Elijah. Speaking of, says, 9, frowny face. So I guess Elijah doesn't like his odds very much, and I don't blame him. Dury Sukanov's only ever been defeated 5 times in his 10, maybe 11-month career now. One-on-one. He's been pinned 3 times and submitted 2 times. I mean, that's a phenomenal record. So only be beaten 5 times in 11 months, 10, 11 months. Elijah Stewart's got the fight of his life coming his way. And here's a tweet, guys, from First the ATL that says, "It begins. Now, how about you send us some repetition?" ATL knocking off Gen 7 on Reality Wrestling yesterday. I guess they thought it was too easy. And then a tweet, guys, from Adam Valentine, a hefty one, using that twit longer. It says, "Who needs the Alpha World Championship? All I'm worried about is his Anarchy title, because let's be honest here. The only reason I haven't been given my Anarchy title shot is because Alistair is a scared little expletive delete who knows he can't choke out the GOAT." And we know Adam's been very vocal about wanting a shot at Knox and his Anarchy Championship. Of course, Knox, this past Sunday at Exodus, retaining in that Rage in a Cage, broke Chris Andrews' record for most retentions as an Anarchy Champion. He's actually going to be in action tonight, taking on Lance Martini in a rematch that a lot of people called for because Martini placed second in Rage in a Cage, remember? He had 2 falls where Knox had 3 to retain. So a lot of people felt as though Martini is the deserving #1 contender. The Party Boy has a chance to prove that by defeating Knox in a non-title match tonight. But of course, the action continuing next with tag team hitting the ring as the Cleaners back at it. Samuel Cassidy and Ethan Young, first time we've seen them in action for a couple of weeks, guys. This is a rematch from the finals of the X-Gen Classic last month, where these guys met Vintage. And of course, after one hell of a fucking tag team war, it would be Vintage who walked out with the win via countout. Some justice, because remember earlier in the tournament, the Cleaners had advanced via countout over, I believe it was Adam Valentine and Tyson Cage. But of course, Vintage, they got their reward for winning that X-Gen Classic in the form of not 1 but 2 title opportunities at Click. Most recently at Exodus, they failed in a elimination tables matchup. Bacon feeling a little bit screwed though, because remember, he set up Borton to spear him through a table, but Borton moved out of the way, and Bacon threw himself into the table, but the ref called it as an elimination. And now I have the chance to bounce back, I should say. Big Ham and the Arriba Man. Bob Luger certainly failing to win that battle royal at the top of the show, but his boys, all of Click, are in action tonight. We're going to see Reese Matthews after this matchup Welcome Matsuda Tanaka to Friday Night Genesis. Of course, remember he made his debut at Exodus, defending his RJPW television title successfully against Shaquan Shane. A great match. We'll take out the former undisputed champion tonight. Then we have two huge matches, two classics. As first, it'll be Xander Slate and Pierre Thompson meeting one-on-one. They had the voted feud rivalry of the year in 2018. See them go at it. Then in the co-main event, guys, it's going to be Randy Orton and Markintel toe-to-toe. That age-old matchup. Bacon, wrong time to taunt right there. Just picked up Samuel Boone and then taunted right in his face. Samuel Cassidy, I should say. Boone is not in action tonight. He pulled double duty at Exodus. He deserves a cheeky little week off. Back suplex slam by Joey Bacon as this fight has already split to the outside. Gonna get that vintage Topher calls already. Perry White quick with the counts right now. Already at 3. Neckbreaker by Cassidy. Count of 4. Bacon with a European uppercut. Gets back up to his feet. Now has Cassidy in big time trouble with a choke bomb. Sitting out and all. Count. Oh, we're going to get that vintage throwing him into the knees right here. Yep, of course. GG no re. I hate this game sometimes. I hate it with a burning passion. Come on, they can still make it. They can still make it. Restarting. I'm not having this. I'm not having a count out here. Wait. Woo! We nearly had the vintage Topher cause, but oh my goodness. Holy camole. Talk about the closest of that one. 9.999999999. Hey, what up, Jordan Alexander, my friend? Welcome to CMV as Samuel Cassidy's going up high. Moonsault to the big man. Surprised he didn't ricochet off Bacon's stomach. Go flying through the roof here. Jawbreaker, though, by Big Ham. Want to keep their names involved in the tag team division. Get another crack at Slayton Borden, but a hellacious spine buster right there by Cassidy. Might diminish that opportunity as Sam now Irish whip to Bacon. Gonna put him in the corner. Coming up from behind. Just getting a look at that big old ass, I guess. Sam thinking in his head, well, what do I got to do here? I'm not even sure how to proceed. Turns them around so that they're face to face. Giving Bacon too much time, though. Don't want to be in the corner against someone like Bacon. Cassidy now, Irish whip, looks to tag in his partner, Ethan Young. Does Ethan? Oh, man, wait a minute. They're going to try for it? Yeah, drop toe hold. There's a double boot stomp. Now here goes Cass off the rope. Shin to the temple. That might wrap it all up. The Cleaners looking to get the match. Ah, goddamn, trying to get the win. But El Jefe, too quick, able to make the save with the big boy. Ethan Young beats his chest as Cassidy takes out El Jefe with a shin breaker. Drops down to the outside. Joey Bacon out on his own, fighting against the odds. Arm wrench. Drags Ethan Young right down to the mat. Face to face they are. Scoop slam. Oh, God. Ethan looks like a little child in the arms of Bacon here. Big old slam. And a tweet here, guys, from Russian Pride. Guri Sukhanov says, now you will see a true champion at work. So Guri, despite... Oof! A powerbomb right there. Jeez, man. Bacon trying to kill him. Gonna say, Sukhanov seeming very confident despite everything that's going on with him right now. And Pete Davis and the Unknowns lurking. As Joey getting a quick workout in here, using Ethan Young as a weight. Those press-ups now. Ethan seems to be in a la-la land. Bacon looks to wake him up real quick with a big old belly-to-belly. Squashing him. Oh, my goodness. Joey's not done. Ethan brought up to his feet. Gonna get that close fist right to the chest. Might collapse his fucking lungs. Forget about those solar plexus. Jesus, man. Ethan, please wake up. Bacon's just demolishing this guy right now. Cassidy on the apron like, hey, it's not going so well right now. This rematch from the finals of the X-Gen Classic, cleaners would love nothing more than to prove that, you know, if Vintage hadn't taken the count-out win, then it would have been they who emerged victorious, but now a tag El Jefe. And things are about to get real bad if your name is Ethan Young. Body splash, leg drop combination. Whew. Samuel Cassidy trying to distract referee Perry White, and it pays off, able to make the save, but now Joey Bacon is going to fucking launch him overhead with that seatbelt suplex. German, rather. El Jefe continues the attack. Arriba! Double legs, right to the midsection. With Cassidy down on the outside. Now El Jefe with a Phoenix Splash. Ethan Young has not moved since fucking. Hasn't made a reversal or hit anything in over 5 minutes. Dude, just getting whopped. There we go. Finally, as I say. You get there. Then I got to show a little bit of life, and I think El Jefe might have been going for fish stick. Short arm shoulder block, though. El Jefe gonna put him right back into the opposite corner. Joey Bacon just showing off those big old muscles. Really wants that fish stick, but Young wants absolutely nothing to do with it. He tasted it multiple times in the X-Gen Classic. Doesn't need a refresher. Now just going to try to put him in every corner. Oh, tag to Bacon! Oh, Cassidy's up just in time, though. And now switching roles. It is the 500-pounder with the body splash leg drop by Jefe. Hooks that leg, but Cassidy should be able to get in and make a save. Nope, not even going to try this time. And is that a joke? Oh boy, what did I do? We're gonna get a replay of the X-Gen Classic, aren't we? This is gonna go on for an hour. What have I done? Mistakes have been made. Bacon looks to make the tag to El Jefe, but a boot to that jaw, that double chin. Oh, and now Young! Oh, DDT! El Jefe's getting those flashbacks. How many DDTs he got hit with by Young and Cassidy. Grabbing the hair on Joey Bacon's head. Back body drop. Drops him right on his ass, though. Joey threatening a punch at this stage in the matchup. Gonna tag in El Jefe just as Young uses the ropes to get back up to his feet. Look to the jaw from behind now. Looks like maybe a back suplex. Yes, indeed. Oh, moonsault now. Some athleticism shown there. Agility by Ethan, who now puts the former two-time light heavyweight champion into a seated position. Rake of the eye somehow got through those goggles. Another ripcord knee smash. Knee to face. Now Jefe might be dreaming. I don't know what he's doing with his leg right there. Dragging away from Bacon as he hooks that leg to bring home the win here over Vintage. No, only a 2 count. Breaking the goggles. Smudging him up so he can't see out of them. That's the game plan. Now looking to stay in control. A couple of clotheslines. El Jefe looks for refuge in his corner, but he's not going to find it. Another clothesline. Ducks El Jefe. And hey, guess what? Clothesline and the kip up. Out of the corner. Pulling a page and a Dane Turner stand look with that discus punch. Clocking him. And now El Jefe's going for a ride. Put in the corner, man. Vintage were dominating early on. Now it's all Ethan tagging in Cassidy. And the human fish is in big time trouble. Drops a hole. Double boots to the back of the head. Rebounds off. Chin to the temple. Hooks that leg. Wow, Ethan just failing miserably to stop Bacon from making the save there. That should have been easy as hell. I don't know what he's trying to do here. What, suplex Bacon? That's a mistake. Instead gets just mowed down with a clothesline. Cassidy looks to stay in control, but El Jefe able to wiggle free. I love this song. Look, it's actually hitting Samuel. That's the best part. Oh, Jordan Alexander. That's something I'd love to see in CMV. Jumping complete shot there as Cassidy was down on one knee. Now it is El Jefe who looks to unleash the clothesline mania. Cassidy in the corner looks for a reprieve, but El Jefe keeps the pressure on. Ducks it. Not, you ain't having this. Whoop-ah! And there's the little kip up. Fish out of water. Cleaners and Vintage looking to put on another classic here. It would seem. Gonna have to end via fucking count out again. Oh, a little bit of that. Yeah, brother. Making sure that Cassidy gets a big old waft. Cass tries to shake the cobwebs, clapping the temples. There we go. Nice way to escape. But as he closes in, El Jefe's waiting for him. But nope, reversal punch to the back. Head looks like a reversal fest is ensuing. It's now Cassidy with a boom! Nasty spine buster. Drilling him into the mat. Now Cassidy looks for that tag to Ethan Young. Clenching at his ribs. One might be broken. Let's see if Young can bring this all together. Don't even know what that was. Stomped in the face now. El Jefe reeling. And maybe playing possum, playing fish with a dragon. It's good. Power Jefe looks to make the tag because he's been in there for quite a while. Bacon looks ready to. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? What? Jefe? Super kick to Cassidy. What was that? That was awesome. And now Jefe into the pin. 1, 2. Ah, but Bacon, I guess, daydreaming over there. Not able to stop Cassidy from making the save. That was something new, though, from Jefe. Ethan Young tries to rebound, but it gets a reverse DDT instead. Looking for that hot tag. Perry White's down. Still. Oh. Countered by Ethan Young. Nope. Jefe's going to send him right overhead. As now the two-time light heavyweight champion goes up high, but look out for Cassidy, who throws him off the top, but lands face first right on top of the axe right to the face. I think that did more harm than good. Or maybe not. Hot tag to Cassidy, but also a tag to Bacon. Here comes Sam. Bacon face to face. Single boot. Another single boot. Bacon keeps getting back up. Misses the third time, though, trying to bring it all together. Bam! Grabbing a hold of that head. Look at, like, literally one of Bacon's hands is as big as Sam's entire head. With Ethan Young down on the outside. Oh, poor Cass, man. He already had fish stick. Now he's about to get a close-up to that ass, boy. The stink face in the corner. Oh, no. Samuel Cassidy is a man that I don't think anybody can envy. One half of the Cleaners now on spaghetti legs as Bacon shoots him into the corner. Tag to Jefe. Ethan Young took 2 of these. Nope, but Cass able to counter. I don't know why he backed into the corner then. Now an Irish hook over to Ethan. What the hell? Shaking his finger at him like, nah, not today. Not today, my friend. You're not winning this time. Just fucking trying to cut his head off with those clotheslines over and over again. Now puts him right back into the corner. What's the game plan here? I'm not too sure. Tries to make the tag, maybe. Bacon, though, with an Irish whip over to Jefe. Cassidy stalled as he might. He tried. Oh, counters again. Gonna keep shooting each other into their corners. Who's gonna finally get off what they're trying for? Nope, counter by Bacon. Out. Irish whip over the corner. What a spot. Finally make that tag. Nope, boot to the face. Now Cassidy says, you go to my corner. Can he make the tag? No, Bacon denies it. Says, I'm not having any of that. Irish whip over to Jefe. Now Big Ham, no. Oh, but Bacon persisted. And Nixon makes the tag, baby. Snap there. There goes all Jefe like a speeding bullet. Big splash, leg drop combo. Hooks that leg. Will it be enough to do it? Bacon's not going to get it in time to make to stop Ethan. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. This is literally never gonna end. This is gonna be X-Gen Classic again. What's F8 doing? I don't appreciate this. I don't appreciate what I'm. What is he doing? Yeah, Samuel's got murdered in this match. Oh, Bacon's down now. This is an opportunity for the cleaners. If Heath's in, oh man, on the apron can help out his boy. No, he's going to continue attacking Bacon instead. Oh, maybe Hefe got to go for that super kick again. Oh, shrinking the eyes by the Arriba man. Cheeky little dirty heel tactic there. A tag team warfare personified between these four men. Oh, but Cassidy, what is this? Sit out powerbomb by Cassidy. 1, 2, 3, and the Cleaners! The Cleaners get the win this time! That steal by Cassidy with a sit-out powerbomb. And it is the Cleaners who get one up over Vintage this time around in the rematch. Another tag team war. 1-1 now, which means we need that rubber match. These guys might have spent a total day in the ring together combined. I feel like these four guys could beat the shit out of each other for ages. But it is the Cleaners with the win this time. Cassidy and Young. Woo, mama. Another battle. I need to down my water bottle real quick after that. Whew. All right, mi amigos, the action continues here on this Pac Genesis. We now know that the will be Guri Sukhanov after winning that Battle Royal at the top of the show, challenging Elijah Stewart for his freshly won CMV World title, and the kid finally becoming champion again. His reign might be put in jeopardy, might be shorter than his first one. Well, here we go. Reese Matthews, the former undisputed champion, set to take on RJPW's own Matsuda Tanaka, who of course made his much anticipated CMV debut at Exodus, putting on a thriller, an instant classic with Jaquan Shea, and emerging victorious. Now has his first night on Genesis and being thrown a big opponent. And Reese Matthews of the Click inside of Rage in a Cage this past Sunday at Exodus. Reese no doubt still wearing the wounds of that war. All of Click in action tonight. Later on, we'll see Xander Slate and Peter Thompson reignite their rivalry. Then in the co-main event, Randy Borton going to be taking on Mark Intel. Those two adding another chapter to their story past. Also tonight, after this matchup, we got Lance Martini going to be going one-on-one with Alistair Knox in a non-title matchup. And we're also going to see Black Label Society make their main card debut, as they'll be taking on Chaos and Order, who we've not seen in a while. Here we go. Matthews set, ready for action. And here's a tweet here, guys, from Jaquan Shea that says, I dislike both the Click and Tanaka, so I'm going to go take a piss break for a few, maybe get something to eat. Oh, there's that Vintage Voodoo appearance out of nowhere. And the same as that Exodus chills up and down my spine as we await the arrival of perhaps the best to come out of RJPW. Still the television champion. The Dragon Slayer, the ultimate Matsuda Tanaka, looks to make his impact on Friday Night Genesis now, after showing everybody what he's worth at Exodus by taking out Jaquan Shea. Listen to the CMV universe on their feet. This man's already garnered the love and jubilation of the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home. It's not truly a black cough. You do not have Cedric Jinder. Why would a black cough have Jinder's theme? Matsuda Tanaka, the ultimate one. Look at the fans behind him. Reese what, Reese? I know you're a former world champion. Why don't you go get ready for your match, guy? Jesus. Coming over here like I don't know. This guy. Here we go. Reese Matthews. Matsuda Tanaka. One-on-one here on Friday Night Genesis. Perry White gonna ring that bell and we're gonna get it on. As these two meet in the middle of the ring, Matsuda going to take Reese to the corner right out of the gate. As they look eye to eye. Nose to nose. And surprisingly, a clean break there. Some respect shown by Matthews. But Matsuda immediately shoots in now. Going to take Reese down with a butterfly suplex. Up to the feet now. Lost in the woods is Reese Matthews as he eats some defeat. Matsuda with a versatile striking. That right there. Shoving his whole knee down Matthews' throat. As he goes up to the second turnbuckle, Matthews already has to work to shake off those cobwebs as Matsuda with a phenomenal forearm mini version. Exploding off that second turnbuckle. Matsuda having his way. Look at that kick to the chest. There we go. Matthews finally getting a punch off to the midsection. As now he floats over, goes for a neckbreaker. Matsuda, the last second, able to reverse the positioning, and he deals the damage to Matthews. Now kick to the midsection, setting him up in a pump handle type of position, and throwing him overhead. Reese just landed face, chest first kick right to the chest, lighting that thing up, beat red like a tomato. Now out on the apron goes Matthews, the former undisputed champion. Is getting mauled right now already. Back suplex on the apron. Matsuda just knows how to inflict the most severe damage to an opponent. Now we're going up the ramp here. Jesus. On that LED board, dropping a knee to Reese's chest. Oh, now we got a cheeky little drop kick at close range. Knee up to the chest, though, drops him down quickly. Guys, we're at a count of 6 right now, by the way, mind you. I don't know what Matsuda's game plan was, taking Reese out here, but I can tell you that Matthews just got his bell rung. DDT'd on the steel there at the end of the ramp. What do we got to count out now? You guys, count of 8. Count of 8. Matsuda's in the ring just looking over at Matthews. And now the cheeky taunt as Reese gets to his feet just as Perry White counts to 10. Matsuda Tanaka taking the count out W, beat the fuck out of Reese there. Like, holy shit. My God. Tanaka not even concerned with getting a pitter submission here. Reese just got thrown through the meat grinder. I don't know that Matthews even would have wanted to get back into the ring if he was up in time. Jesus Christ. Matsuda Tanaka has arrived. Matthews looking a bit miffed on the ramp. Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't think you're alone there, Voodoo. I think we all hate more in our own, like, little specific ways. If you would like to join CMV, exclamation point join in the chat. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. So if you want to submit your call, you are more than welcome to join our shows. You just got to go there, create an account real quick. If you already have, I think you might already had an account on the site, Jordan. I don't know. If you haven't, though, it takes like less than 2 minutes just a username and a password, and bam, you're in. And then obviously upload your call with hashtag CMV, and I'll grab them as soon as I can. I'd certainly love to have you. But guys, up next here on Genesis, following an already hectic night and a lot more to get to, we're going to see Lance Martini battle Alistair Knox, a rematch from about 2-3 weeks ago, where Lance Martini most definitely took Knox to the limit. A couple of times we thought he might actually beat Knox. Remember, he escaped from censorship, I think 3 times before finally succumbing to it. And the reason Martini is given this opportunity is that the CM Universe was very vocal after Rage in a Cage. Remember, Lance placed second. Alistair Knox retained his title with 3 falls, but Lance was right behind him, nipping at his heels with 2 points. So a lot of people feel as though he deserves a championship shot. And Castlefade's given him the chance to prove that if he could knock off Knox in a non-title matchup. But of course, we know that in 4 weeks, at Validation, guys, it has been signed. It is official. Castlefade making this blockbuster announcement at the top of the show that at Validation, it will be Alistair Knox and Chris Andrews one-on-one for both the CMV Anarchy Championship and the CMV International title. A double championship match. One of them is going to walk out of Validation as a double champion. Cass saying they're both so dominant. You know, they're the true rules of the divisions. I want to see we put them against each other. Who's the better man, better champion? That is no doubt going to be the biggest match of Knox's career. On the horizon, we know that the Brit is more than game and ready to go. Here he comes. Oh, look on the ramp there, guys. I think that I can't really tell with all the smoke and how dark it is. Hang on, let's see if he walks out. I think that might be, yeah, it's Adam Valentine. Just really creepily walking behind. I don't even know if Knox is aware that he's there. But we know that Valentine has been petitioning for months to get an opportunity at Knox in the Anarchy Championship. He feels a bit slighted that people are saying Martini deserves to be #1 contender. And it looks like Adam's coming out here to further prove the point that he wants a shot. Knox making history this past Sunday at Exodus by retaining inside of Rage in a Cage. Most defenses as an Anarchy champion. Tim is dead, Voodoo. He's rip in peace and never forget. Here we go. Lance Martini, Alistair Knox, one-on-one with Adam Valentine. Front row seat, ringside. As they meet in the middle of the ring. And Lance gonna take a nasty drop right from the get-go. With whatever you want to fucking call that. Then the punch to follow it up. Up on that second turnbuckle, the CMV Anarchy champion. Nope, gonna rethink that, I suppose. Now a couple of punches to the back of that blonde hair. The party boy. 5 other men, Alistair Knox, the 4 other guys, they were trapped inside of Hell in a Cell with for 30 minutes at Exodus. Man, they beat the hell out of each other. I think all 6 guys were bleeding by the end of it, if I remember correctly. Oh, nice fireman's carry. Fucking world's strongest slam combo brought together nicely by Martini. I'm sure Chris Andrews, who's not set to compete tonight, is watching this one. The local pub. Down in a few lagers, doing as much homework on Alistair as he can. Of course, Alistair Knox says, oh, nice elbow there. Alistair Knox broke. It was Chris Andrews' record that he broke by retaining inside of Rage in a Cage. So Britt most definitely would love to become a double champion of Validation. He's held out, obviously. Oh, nice shot of the gun right there. Mocking Lance Martini, who rushes back into the ring with a head full of steam. Lean up against the ropes and slingshots him back. Knox going for a little bit of a ride. Fisherman's X-Plex. I mean, they call it a scoop slam in the game. I don't know how. Yeah. Pretty much like it just grabs him and just, go, let me just think of something on the fly here. That's a nice little airplane spin into a TKO. Martini in control here, guys, for this opening part of the matchup. All over Alistair, but just as I say that, there you go. Anarchy champion drops down with a neck breaker. And a smash to the canvas. Got to be careful. The party boy relies on those good looks of his to get all the girls, you know what I'm saying? But if he wants a shot at that Anarchy championship, you better be ready to endure some serious pain. There we go. Another shot to the face with that DDT off of the second turnbuckle. Alistair not done, though. Sinister intentions in mind, I'm sure. Whatever he shot for. Nicely reversed by Lance, who brings him up to a vertical base now as they stand face to face. Lance with a nice little fisherman suplex. Simple. I thought he was going for the bridge, so that was weird. Why did he hold it like that? He's like, maybe pin. Nah, never mind. Irish whip. Knox going into the corner. Boom. Adam Valentine nearly getting a boot to the face right there. Got to be careful. Oh, looks like it might be vintage Lance. Out of the corner. Body splash off the roll through. Into that pin. Make sure to hook the leg. To knock off the Anarchy champion, but only a 2 count. Lance Martini can't say to believe it, but he best snap too, as he does just that. Alistair Knox gets up to his feet, only be met with that spinning reverse STO. Middle of the ring, lay it out. Lance sees his chance, hooks that leg to bring it home. 1, 2, what? What? Lance Martini handing Knox his first loss this... What? What? Lance hit like 3 finishers the last time these two fought, and it wasn't enough to take out Knox. But just one spinning reverse STL tonight does it in, and Lance just beat Alistair. That's the first time Knox has been beaten this season. Holy shit. I don't even think Adam's a bit stunned ringside. The CMV Universe most definitely is. I can't believe it. What the hell? Both these guys were no doubt feeling the effects of Rage in a Cage. Lance Martini given this opportunity by General Manager Cass to fade after the opinions of the CM Universe where that he deserves a shot. And I think Lance just most definitely proved that there. But of course we got Valentine ringside feeling as though he should be the one to challenge for the title. Adam putting up at Lance like, my friend. That is my championship shot. Son of a bitch. I forgot that I had to exit out after that match. Ignore this. Ignore this. I'm just going to skip through the whole thing. This is reverse. For some reason, you can't delete promos this year. The dumbest thing. Ignore. Not happening. Tis not. Your eyes are deceiving you. Not canon. Indeed. Universe is dumb this year. I won't stop now, and the fire breaking through. I ran out of water. Alright. Oh, it's fucking garbage. I hate this game. Nope, sorry, Marketel. You're in action later on tonight, my friend. You don't get promo time. A little bit too Marketel for me. A little bit too much Marketel for me. I can't turn it right, but there's more that I can't do. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure. Still got a reason. Alright. Now the action gets back on track. As we are set to see Xander Slate and Peter Thompson add another chapter to their storied rivalry. Reignite the flame here. But first, a tweet from Adam Valentine. So it says, Lance wants to prove he deserves the NXT title. Then he has to go through me. Valentine shooting out a bit of a challenge there to the party boy. There's still a lot to get to even after this. We're going to have Black Label Society making their debut. Big Evil and Jay taking on Chaos and Order, the Audrey brothers. Then we have got Randy Borton and Markins at it again. And then, of course, in our main event, the CMV Alpha World Championship is going to be on the line. Guri Suck at Battle Royal at the top of the show. Going to get his shot at the kid and his freshly won championship. Will it be another short reign for Stewart, or can he make it through the Russian Ogre? And Guri Suck and I've only been beaten 5 times. One CMV career that's about 11 months. But if there's anybody that can do it, it is Elijah. And he's got a little bit of an advantage because Guri Suck and not only did he get, he had during the Battle Royal, but he got attacked by Pete Davis and those unknowns. There's no way he's at 100% after that, but neither is Elijah after that hellacious triple threat. It has not been a great night for Click so far. Bob Luger losing out on that Battle Royal, where Reese Matthews took the count-out L to Matsuda Tanaka. Let's see if Xander can start to get things back to the winning ways. As one half of the CMV World Tag Team Champions set to go head-to-head with a man that he knows very, very, very well. Voted 2018 Rivalry of the Year in CMV. These two men fought for months and months and months when they were members of the Fusion roster. Remember, kicking off last season, Xander actually beat Pierre Thompson in a loser leaves Fusion match, which sent Thompson to Friday nights. And, of course, Xander was drafted here. First time in nearly a year that they're about to face off. Pierre Thompson coming off of a harsh loss to Adam Valentine, though, in that no-holds-barred collision at Exodus. Xander and Borton retaining their titles against Vintage in that elimination tables match, but Xander was eliminated. Remember, it came down to Borton and Hefe one-on-one. When the dust settled, Borton got the win. So Xander probably a little bit sore after getting driven through a table. We need silence for this. Oh, the big dog, baby. Pierre Thompson. Taking no breaks, missed the no days off. Except for the 3 weeks he was out with that shoulder injury, but, what are you going to do? Trying to put that loss to Adam Valentine behind him because he's got to focus big time, 100% on Slate in this matchup here. Believe it, or you can achieve it. The former international champion looking to join the fight against Click tonight. Now with Josh Wolf getting suspended at Exodus. Certainly a big loss for the Resistance here, fighting back against Click. Let's get it on. Xander Slate, Pierre Thompson for the first time in nearly a year. Perry White rings that bell. Here we go. Pierre still harboring a bit of a grudge. It would seem as he busts right out of that gate. The ring bell triggered him as he floors over Xander, unleashing some right hands. But there we go. Xander bounces right back up to his feet. European uppercut goes for a discus clothesline, but instead catches an Irish whip off the ropes. Back elbow kinda connects, not successfully though. Hero slam by the big dog. Stomp down out of that arm, puts him on his stomach. Now Pierre drops the knee to the kidneys. Some subtle damage dealt. Xander popping back up though, takes that arm, snaps it right over the shoulder. He knows that Pierre Thompson got hurt by Adam Valentine, that steel chair attack a couple of months ago. Back over to the chest. Gonna take Pierre down, not for long though. Short arm, shoulder block, reels him right back in, but Xander pops up. You can tell how well these two guys know each other. Just counter after counter, reversal fest ensuing. It's 1999. I'm here now. Pierre with the single knee backbreaker to that lower spine. Gonna certainly send the shockwaves of pain up and down the back. The reverse DDT. Thompson now grabbing Xander by his ears. That slick back, jet black hair. Irish whip. Watch out, Perry White rebounds. There's the spinning back elbow. Fully pulled off now, but Xander arm drag puts Pierre down on one knee, walks right into a drop toe hold. Whew. Chopping his head off on that middle rope. Jesus Christ, man, the counters. Holy shit. Now the boots to the chest by Thompson. It's like the back of their hands, man. They just know what the other's gonna do before they do it. Up on the shoulders now. Xander's going for a ride. Right into the corner. All right, just going to walk into there and chop block. Xander able to escape and free himself. Xander targeting that leg now, it would seem. Stomped down on the quad, grabbing Thompson by his dreads and whipping him back onto the mat, making sure he doesn't go anywhere. Oh, look at Xander with these nasty stomps to the chest, and now the forearm smash right to the side of the head. Xander wasting no time now. Seated position, up to one knee, kick to the shoulder. We're going for an Irish whip here, put out on that apron. Xander with a forearm smash knocks him down to the outside. Slate doesn't give him a moment to rest, though. Going to join him. Thompson's waiting for him. Short arm shoulder block again. Might dislocate that shoulder. Stomp to the ribs. Pierre going to show us his power, his raw strength. As Perry White already at the count of 3. Speaking of 3, there we go. Oh, no, that's the second. Okay, a trio of gut-wrench suplexes as Xander not even responsive. Looks like he might be out of it. But perhaps just playing that cheeky game of possum. Now at a count of 6. Xander has hands on Pierre as he tosses him back in the ring. 7, and both men are safe. This matchup will continue. Launch back, Thompson to his feet. Prime time now with a hook of the leg. Looking to make Xander exert some energy, and he does just that. The count of 1. One half of the CMV World Tag Team Champions. Normally you'd see Borton ringside here supporting his boy, but Borton's getting ready for action in our co-main event. Going to be taking on Marcantel. Of course, Marcantel after that fucking absolute battle he endured with Chris Andrews at Exodus. Going to try to bounce back after taking that loss, though, as Xander with a jawbreaker. Pierre Thompson trying to do just that same thing. Kick, or was that a knee or a kick? I couldn't really see from that angle. Pierre Thompson, though, put in the corner. Xander from behind with a punch to the back of the head. Now going to put him up on the top turnbuckle. Nothing good going to come out of this. Oh, but Pierre Thompson counters. And now the big dog flies, or he tries to with a double axe handle, but Xander with a punch to the gut swiftly counters. And now like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing hanging out on that top turnbuckle. Xander might be closing in. Pierre put up in that seated position, kick to the shoulder. And Xander turns to the crowd, mocking him, while he makes sure that moneymaker of his is intact. Pierre brought up to his feet. Scoop slam attempt by Xander. As now he's going to rush into the corner and then to the middle of the ring with a power slam. Coming up from behind. The hell is this from Xander? Ooh, deadlift back suplex. Nicely executed by Slade, who drops down into a lateral press, but only a 1 count. Xander with a stomp down to the back of the head. The amount of times that these two men fought, Xander certainly emerged, more often than not as the victor. Remember, it all started between them at the King of the Ring tournament when Xander beat Pierre, I think, under 30 seconds via a roll-up, and that just branched out into what was a brutal, long, and bloody rivalry. Thompson right now looking to battle back. Couple of clotheslines. Now the leaping clothesline. Got to chop Slate down. Brought up to his feet. And the play of the day might seal the win here. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Xander getting his shoulder up off the canvas just in the nick of time. But now it's Thompson in the driver's seat. All he needs to pull off is one of those highlights. 1 Superman punch, and it'll be night-night for Xander. Looking to soften him up a little bit more, though. The OG Dirty Heel again with this trio of gut-wrench suplexes. Last time, drills him in. Now the big dog has Xander right where he wants him. I think he just went for the highlight. Oh, there's the Dirty Heel kicking in with the rake of the eyes. Maybe trying for his deadly submission hold. Thompson reverses, though. Now a pin out of desperation. Hardly a 2 count, though. Face to face there. Play of the day again by Thompson. Now it's him who goes to the Now it's he who goes to the corner. Pandering to the CMV universe. That time given, though, Slate begins to get to his feet using the ropes, turning around right into a punch to the back of the head. And now Pierre with the highlight. Oh, but perfect positioning for Slate, going to save himself from taking the L. Rope break gets him out of it. Short arm shoulder block. A lot of short arm shoulder blocks in this match. Xander letting us know he's still high as he looks to battle back and regain control. Vintage Xander with a couple of clotheslines. Now Pierre shoots for one of his own. Rebounds off the rope. Single knee. Oh, backbreaker. Drilling that knee right into the spine. Xander, though, hooked to the jaw. What is this? Slate with a nasty STO. Some vinegar behind that one right there. Pierre not staying out for very long, though. He knows that he can't give Xander that opening. Can't allow him to take control. Walking right into a cutthroat slam, though. And now Slate has the opening and looks to close in on it. Kick to the gut. There's the cutter. He floats over and locks it in. Yep, there it is. Slate by Slate cinched in. Will Thompson be forced to submit? Will he lose again? Yes, he will. Pierre Thompson forced to tap out to the OG dirty heel. Xander once again puts down Pierre Thompson. I guess a year's difference didn't matter any. Xander proving to still be the better man. Xander Slate turning things around for Click here after Luger and Reese both took losses. Slate takes the win from Pierre Thompson. Now we'll see if Borton can end it even later on in our co-main event. Taking on Marcantel. But up next, we're set to see the Black Label Society make their main card debut as they'll take on Chaos and Order. And Xander just standing like the Greek god that he is. Xander's a growing and maturing man, alright? Okay, Elvis? Jeez. We go. Food, water, atmosphere. Tertiary main event of the evening. Still to come, Randy Borton and Marcantel. Gonna be going one-on-one in our main event. The Russian Ogre, Guri Sukhanov, gonna challenge Elijah Stewart for the CMV Alpha World Championship. Will it be another short reign for the Good Vibe? What a hell of a night it was at Exodus. The main event capturing the title by defeating MLP and Bob Luger, but Guri Sukhanov winning that battle royal. He gets that opportunity in his career. Guri said earlier via a tweet that he's going to prove what a real champion looks like. Now here we go. The Black Label Society, they call themselves, going to make their main show debut. That's JB right there, while Big Evil comes in from the other side. These two men making their CMV debuts last week, I believe it was, when they knocked off the Enterprise on Reality Wrestling. welcome to the main show by former contenders for the CMV World Tag Team titles, the brothers Audrey, Reynard, and Namian. Chaos and Order. And a tweet here, guys, from Bob Luger. Says the Alpha World title scene is such a mess right now. No worries, the Click will clean it up real soon. Hashtag Click rules. There's Reynard to the left. Namian up front to the right. Goodness gracious. A tweet now from Jacob Ziegler. Mr. Money in the Bank from Fusion says there's a chance Guri Suckanob could be world champion by the end of the night. Hold the show. I'm on my way. Very well may be. Guri Suckanob is not one to be taken lightly. Like I said earlier, I believe there's anybody that can beat Elijah Stewart in this scenario. Or can beat Guri Suckanob, I should say. It's Elijah Stewart. You know, both, especially Elijah after the war he went through to win that title and the triple threat at Exodus. He's not at 100%, but neither is Guri. He got the shit beat out of him by Pete Davis and the Unknowns at Exodus, and then earlier in that Battle Royal, man, he was cut deep. He was bleeding like a stuffed pig. Hopefully he got that stitched up and is, decent enough to go. And a tweet now from Guri Suckanob says, towards Bob Luger, big man with no show of it, insult to call you Alpha Champion. Here we go, though. Black Label Society with their main show debut. Gonna be Big Evil kicking things off against Reynard of Chaos and Order with a nasty DDT right out of the get-go. Punch directly to the face now. Grabbing a hold of his head as he's going to take him for a cheeky little walk. Leans him up against those ropes. Going to slingshot him. Watch out, Perry White. Nearly taken out in the crossfire. Seen in position now. Neck crank being applied by Big Evil. Starting things off nice and slow. Chaos and Order most definitely outsized here by the Black Label Society. You know, Big Evil and JB, both big guys. JB muscular as fuck, whereas Big Evil's got that weight to throw around. His leg might be snapped in two. It's looking like over there what's going on. Now a tag to Namian. Like I said, Chaos and Order, former contenders for the World Tag Team titles. The grandest stage of all Ascendants they challenged. Remember, Cage and Blake for the belts. Came close multiple times, but can never get the job done. Perhaps this season will be it for them. And start here by burying some young talent. Namian unloading with a combination, but didn't seem to do much effect to Big Evil. What a counter there! Into a bulldog, but a hot tag to JB. Namian not quick enough to stop it. Drop kick. Ooh, wow, spinning Euro uppercut. Goes for another drop kick, maybe, but Namian catches him in time for a little lariat. Knocked Reynard right off the mat. A tweet from Elijah Stewart, guys, says, just drink my Hulk juice. I'm not backing down from you, Guri. And a tweet from Guri says, wouldn't expect Mr. Shortest streak in CMV history. Well, I'm gonna give Guri the benefit of the doubt. You know, English isn't his first language, so. Irish whip now. Reynard back in the ring. JB put out on the apron. Oh, and a shoulder thrust's going to spill him down to the outside where Namian grabs a hold of him. Bad part of town for JB to be. Reynard's just going to stand there and show off his muscles while his brother gets mauled. Yeah, there you go. Jumping cutter on the outside from Reynard. Woof. Once again, back to showcasing those 18-inch punch-downs of his brother. Drop on the elbow across the chest. And Namian Looking to bring JB back into the ring for his brother. Reynard just keeping his distance, even though he's the legal man. Sleeper slam. Like I said, JB, man, he can't stay out here. This numbers game is getting to him. Where's Big Evil? He should be coming to try to help out. Namian instead grabs hold of his hair. There we go. Tosses him back into the ring now. Elbow directly to the face. There's Reynard sliding in after him. And a Tweet Guy's response from Elijah says, "Nah, you can take this L and then take this Hot Topic gift card. Not the best dresser." Little jab there by Stewart. Getting in the blows before they collide in our main event. JB with an Irish whip. Reynard put in the corner of the Black Label Society. JB makes that tag, and here comes Big Evil now. What the fuck have we got here? Giant swing from JB as Big Evil's like on the hunt for a drop kick. Right to the side of the head, it looks like that connected. That was an interesting teamwork. There's some interesting teamwork. Spinning your uppercut now by Renard. Has Big Evil right where he wants him. Irish whip now to the corner of Chaos Motor where Namian is waiting. Tag to his brother. Tossed right into a fireman's carry. Oh, rolling senton. There's Reynard with a 450 splash, but it's not done. You get more bang for your buck. As Namian with a moonsault to bring it all together. Namian right back up to the top rope, flying high tonight. Usually it's Reynard who's the more, Namian is the more agile, but see Renard do that 450 splash was gyrating the hips. Namian going all out tonight. As he lands right across the midsection of Big Evil. Took a lot of damage there, but not even a 1 count. Jeez. Gary says towards Elijah, "Who are you to talk, Mr. Shiny Teeth and me? After the match, you'll be known as Mr. Broken Teeth." Big Evil moves out of the way. That double axe handle now going to catch Namian with a nasty looking power slam. Goes for the Irish whip, and Namian counters. Now Big Evil put right over next to his partner. Irish whip back, though, towards Reynard. Gonna go for a tag. I mean, no, punch directly to the face. Now the tag. Nice tour from both teams in this matchup, actually. Assisted punch to the gut. Reynard now punched the back. Head spear! Out of nowhere. He wastes no time not beating around that bush. That's now Reynard. Super kick! Drops Big Evil like a sack of stones. Hooks that leg. 1, 2. Oh, but just at the count of 2, JB makes the save. Then gets the hell out of dodge before Namian can take him out. Elijah responds back one last time saying, "Sorry, I know what your teeth are usually covered in. ... Springboard 450 splash by Reynard. Irish whip now into the corner. Looks to make that tag. Not Big Evil's having none of it, though. Irish whip back into the corner. Too late, Maury. Tag to JB now. Frequent tags, the name of the game, as we get a single knee gut buster. Now JB up the ropes. Kick to the side of the head. JB with what looks like a future shock DDT. Gonna bust Reynard wide open as blood begins to spurt out of that gash on his forehead. Misses the kick though. Gonna pay for it? Nope. Escapes the waistlock. Punch to the back of the head. JB tries to maybe seal the deal, but the distance gain caught up to him there. Now looks for a tag. Namian Reynard wants to get the hell out of there. Nurse that cut. Stomp to the quad. JB turns around, cocks up his hand for a big old punch, but gets an Irish whip instead. Tries to tag. Or no, what's he doing here? Setting up a Tree of Woe position. Gonna let the blood rush to JB's head, but a knee to the face. Reversal there by JB, but can't capitalize off of it. Put right back into that corner. Suplex, though, gonna take Reynard down. Big Evil, you see there over on the apron, looks to be a bit out of it. This might be up to JB as he tries to bring it all together. Get the win for the Black Label Society here on their Genesis debut. Pile driver. Reynard completely out of it. Hooks that leg to JB. Namian's going to break that up right away. Big Evil just murdering poor Perry White on his way to try to take out Namian. Jeez Louise, man. One half. Oh! Big Evil. That might have been worse, but now a hot tag amongst all the commotion, all the chaos, if you will. Forearm smash. Another forearm smash. Namian now, what the hell is he gunning up for here? Oh. What the fuck was that? He just like collapsed. But now Namian has him. Looks like a suplex pile driver. Shades of Hall of Famer Scott Norrie. May he rest in peace, never forget. Looks that tree trunk of a leg. Get the win for Chaos and Order. 1, 2, 3, and he does! Namian, for he and his brother Reynard take out the Black Label Society. Chaos and Order. The twin brothers Audrey look to make this season theirs. After the failed attempts of last year, perhaps this is the restart they needed. Burying a little bit of young talent tonight. All right, folks, it's main event time here on Friday Night Genesis, number 106, episode 405 of CMV overall. Before we go on our little Christmas break, we're going to see Randy Borton taking on Markintel. And an age-old matchup way back when Season 2 of CMV, Randy Borton welcomed Markintel to our lovely show here in his debut. I think it was at Payback. And Borton defeated him. They fought many times since then. More often than not, Borton has emerged the victor. Oh, click have been in action tonight. We saw Bob Luger fail to win that Battle Royal while Reese Matthews took a count-out loss to Matsuda Tanaka, but Xander started to turn it around by defeating Pierre Thompson. Let's see if Borton can end things on an even note for the Brotherhood. Before we get to our main event where the CMV Alpha World Championship will be decided, the Russian Ogre Guri Sukhanov takes on Elijah Stewart. Anything can happen in CMV. It's already been proven tonight with Guri winning that Battle Royal. Now he just becomes champion. Yes, here he comes, the Milkman, baby. The Moo Moo Man. The one and only Randy Borton, of course, toting his half of the World Tag Team titles. And a tweet from Smiley Danielson says, "Sooner than soon." Everybody's just died. I mean, let's have chaos in order versus imaginary friends every single week until CMV ends. You know? That's what we need. Orton entering the ring slowly but surely. He was the one that retained the tag team titles for Click at Exodus this past Sunday. After Xander got eliminated, it came down to he and El Jefe, and it was a very close call at the end because Jefe had Xander up against the table in the corner. But Orton just made his one clutch-ass reversal to throw Jefe through. Keep the gold with he and Slate. What? Three, we need to win another mid-card title, tag titles, and the World Championship. Here he comes. I gotta say, I'm impressed with Marketel to even be here tonight. And to have signed for such a big matchup against Orton after the fucking war zone he went through with Chris Andrews at Exodus for the International Championship. Man, what a match that was. If you did not see it, I suggest going back and checking it out. To be Grand Slam champion, you need to win 2 singles championships, not just one. And here he comes, the big red machine, the true Dark Lord, the Hellhound. Here we go, co-main event, Randy Orton and Marketel. One-on-one for the first time in a long, long time. But as we saw with Xander, Slate, and Peter Thompson, who hadn't fought in, nearly a year. Look at that, Orton right as the match starts, taking down the big man with a DDT. But as I was saying, like we saw with Slate and Pierre, they just knew each other. Just read each other like textbooks, countering. Certainly a highly competitive matchup. I'm not sure we're about to see that here with Orton and Marketel, but early on, Orton's just going hard in the motherfucking paint, if you will, against Marky Moo. Second time off the knee with that face buster. Jeez. Chris Andrews, he was smart. He took the night off. He wasn't in action tonight after barely being able to retain against Marketel at Exodus. But Exodus was like, hey, Marketel was like, hey, I got you, fam. I'm ready to get back in that ring, and I think it might have been a mistake. Look at Orton going to town on him. Fireman's carry overhead now. Orton brought to his feet. At a count of 3 already by referee Perry White. 4 now. And Marketel digging these knees deep into the chest of Orton. 5. Marketel grabbing a hold of the waist. As he looks for the trilogy. There's 1. Now we got 2 and 3. But we're at 7, guys. At a count of 7. The fans chanting 3 for the move, throwing me off. 8! Woo! We're getting close! Bort, what are you doing? 9! Oh my god, Bort's gonna take that cheek! Bort's gonna take that cheek! Yes! Take out Borton! Borton with the dirty heel tactics runs by Marketel to grab a count-out W just in time. Jesus Christ, talk about cutting it close. Orton not playing around. Randy Orton takes out the big red machine once more via count out here. Marketel is pit. Whoa, Marketel. I didn't do anything, man. Just took my Mountain Dew, chucked him in the audience, ripping apart the announce table. Chill, man. He's going mad. Can we get some security out here to contain this guy? Orton standing tall as Marketel is throwing a fit over here. He is pissed. Somebody get him away from me. I feel threatened. But the night ends 2-2 for Click. Luger and Matthews weren't successful in their respective showings, but Xander and Borton get the W's. Alright, here we go, my friends. It is main event time. Here on Genesis number 16. And the CMV Alpha World Championship is about to be decided. As voted by the CMV Universe when it was first announced that the title would be defended on this Fallout episode of Exodus. A poll was put up on the ask the fans who they would like to see get the championship opportunity. The options were whoever wasn't pinned in the triple threat, so that would have been Bob Luger, if that was, or let the champion decide. And last but not least, hold an 8-man battle royal to decide the challenger. And well, that's what got chosen at the top of the show tonight. 8 men duked it out, and Guri finishing Dave Turner last would earn the opportunity. And Guri's had about, 2 hours or so to rest up, maybe an hour and a half, because he was busted open pretty badly. He was gushing blood by the end of that battle royal. Add to that the fact that he was jumped and beaten the hell out of him by Pete Davis, returning for the first time since Ascendance. With those unknowns of his, those 3 masked guys, they beat it out of Guri. And we know they are here tonight. They're in the building skulking around. So there's no way that Guri doesn't have some part of his mind focused on them. Because he knows they're after him. They want him. But Elijah's in the same boat. He went through hell at Exodus. That triple threat match was... when I say they beat the shit out of each other, they beat the shit out of each other. It was an amazing match. Elijah went through hellfire and brimstone to walk out with the championship once again in his possession. He pinned MLP. He pinned the champion to win the belt. Can't say that he does not deserve it. But now it might be in jeopardy. He might just be about to have the shortest Alpha World Championship reign in CMV history, because he is up against... he's up against the Russian Ogre, man. What more can you say? A man who in his 11-month CMV career has only suffered 5 singles losses. 3 times he's been pinned, twice he's been submitted. 5 times in 11 months. More often than not, Guri Sulkana just rips apart his opponents limb by limb. Can you imagine this guy doing that to Elijah and reigning atop of Genesis? Who's going to stop him? True. Bob Luger got cashed in on, so yeah, his reign, if Elijah loses here, it'd be the second shortest reign of the Alpha World Championship. Sulkana most definitely looks ready, though. Not going to let this massive opportunity pass him by. As international champion, Guri Sulkana was dominant hell. And even in losing the title on the season finale to Zach Cage, remember, still suffered a concussion, had to vacate the title. even in losing, Guri Sukanov is still a beast. As here he comes, the CMV Alpha World Champion, the Good Vibes Kid, back on top again, and does not want to see this reign end so soon. Remember, he put his career on the line in that triple threat match. He told the fans that if I can't win at Exodus, if I can't prove to myself that I deserve to be the best, if I can't win the big one, I don't deserve to be here. Putting that pressure on himself most definitely seemed to pay off. As he walked out of Sydney, Australia, with the gold around his waist once again. Here we go. Neither of these men at 100%, but ready to get all, lay it all on the line for the grandest prize here on Friday nights. Elijah also has another bit of an advantage to seeing as Guri has already gone through a matchup tonight. He's had an hour and a half to rest up and prepare as much as he can, but you know, Elijah at least had the entire day and night to relax and prepare and get ready. But even knowing that, look at that man. Nearly 7 foot tall, 400 pounds. The Russian ogre, Guri Sukanov, eyeing that championship like it's a piece of meat. Oh, Elijah. What is he doing here? The Good Vibes Kid. I don't like what he's doing with his ass right now, because I'm getting a good shot over here of just the backside. The Good Vibes Kid, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what kind of pre-match ritual this is. Whoa! Showing off his athleticism, exploding to his feet with a roar as he hoists his belt up high into the air. Takes a long look at the championship. Elijah Stewart, he's being real with himself. He knows that his chances aren't high to walk out with that championship. Gonna have to become the 6th man ever to defeat Guri Sukanov in order to do so. Perry White hoists the belt up high, and here we go. Guri Sukanov, Elijah Stewart, one-on-one for the championship, baby. The bell rings, and we get it on as they meet middle of the ring. Guri just fucking mowing Elijah with a wicked clothesline. And now those big meaty claws up against the temples, just squeezing the life out of Stewart. Not a great start for the champion, who gets his arm smashed into the canvas. Up to his feet, face to face they are. Guri with a knee right up to the gut, and then a double axe handle to the back, excuse me. And Guri already feeling this matchup for himself with his arms out wide. Oh no, no, right over the gut, 400 pounds. Oh, but that woke Elijah up. Dragons! To the big guy. Bringing him up to his feet, but instead a knee to the chest. And a tweet from Josh Wolf right before this match started said, "Best of brother, knock his head off." Obviously in support of Stewart here. There we go, Elijah with a takedown. Guri's got the power advantage. He has the weight advantage here. He's got that knockout power, that brutal power bomb, but Elijah has the speed. Doesn't really help him out there. Just ricocheting off the stomach and chest of Guri. No count, though, as Sukanov looked for the pin early on. Elijah's going to have to utilize that speed to evade. Again, just fucking like hitting a brick wall. Now thrown into the corner like a rag doll. Guri Sukanov has his way with Elijah Stewart. Irish whip out onto the apron. Elijah Stewart does have the champion's advantage. He can retain on a count-out or disqualification, but Guri Sukanov cannot win the title either of those ways. He has to be by pin or submission in the ring. Elijah's not the type of guy that would take that cheap, easy route, though. He's either going to win by pin or submission, or he's not going to win at all. Boot up under the chin. Drops down behind us. Guri, the reverse DDT already at the count of 4. His referee, Perry White here. Maybe Elijah Stewart is the kind of guy that would take that route. Or maybe Guri Sukanov's just a bit oblivious to the count here. You can't win the title on a count out. There we go. He knows it. Count of 7. Back into the ring they go. And it looks like maybe the power by Elijah. That pump handle just tossing him overhead with ease almost. Jeez, Elijah. Maybe had a bit of that boon juice before coming out here, lifting reverse DDT now. As Elijah goes up to that second turnbuckle, rallying the CM Universe behind him, and no doubt they are, as the Good Vibes Kid takes a leap of faith with a mini phenomenal forearm successfully executed. Now grabbing Guri by that beard, brings him up to his feet so that they're face to face. Looks like a backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. Right out of the textbook there. The champion riding high, man. He's in control, hitting Guri with some heavy moves right now, but a clothesline gonna change all that in the blink of an eye. Elijah Stewart just 5 days after winning that championship, finally getting it back after going through everything with the click. Might lose it. Look at that hook by Guri with Elijah stunned purely out of instinct, wobbles to his feet and sucking off, closing in on the biggest win of his career. Sit out powerbomb. Oh my God. 1, 2. No. No. But look at how quick that could have ended right there. Look at how quick Guri went from that punch right into the powerbomb. He wasted no time, and Elijah barely surviving that now with a Dragon Rana. Elijah standing tall on his feet, taking small breaths, getting some gas back into the tank, as now he shoots in. But whatever he tried for, reversed by Suchanov, but a knee to the chest. Elijah keeping his head above water, but for how long can he do that? Double knee backstabber. Elijah now with Guri in the corner. Just licked the palm of his hand. Now hold his boot to Guri's throat. There's a stomp to the chest. Swaggering his way out of the corner. You know, no matter what type of situation Elijah Stewart is in, he just wants to have a good time. But you know, deep down inside, the back of his head, he's telling himself, I cannot lose this championship here. I cannot. Fun and games aside, as Guri's just thrown overhead with that monkey flip. Now the champion grabs Guri by his ears, brings him to a vertical base. Good vibes! Not going for the pin, and that is a monumental mistake if you ask me. Every pin that Elijah can take in this match, he most definitely should. Because now Suchanov with the upper hand once again takes Elijah towards the other corner. Now a snapmare and a punch right to the temple. And now right back to the knuckle sandwich. Jesus Christ. Guri Suchanov having his way with Elijah Stewart. Another straight right hook, countered this time by Stewart. He saw it coming, shoots in, crucifix into the pin, looks to seal it with Elijah. But just a 1 count. Drops down to 1 knee. That took it out of Stewart. Perhaps a last-ditch effort by the CMV Alpha World Champion. Kicks Guri on the side of his leg. Great strategy against a bigger man is to go for their legs, their knees, make sure they're grounded so they can't throw their weight around. Put into the corner, though. Elijah denying it. Goes for the running high knee, and then he won the Alpha World title with those reflexes to see that coming. Impressive rope break right there for Elijah. Now Suchanov standing. Elijah down. Alpha World Championship on the line. Will we have a new champion just 5 days after Elijah went through a brutal triple threat match to win the title? Look at these straight right hands to the face. Just one of those from Guri is enough to knock you out for a week. Wait a minute. Is he going for the powerbomb? Running sit-out powerbomb that time. But Elijah with the blessings of the gods for that positioning. His hand under the bottom rope, and Perry White called it. Rope break for Stewart. Look at Guri standing tall above him like it's just a matter of time. That Alpha World Championship is mine. Tries for a scoop slam, knee to the gut though. Stewart with a forearm smash, trying as he might forearm smash again, backing Guri into the corner. Good vibes a second time. Elijah this time pins him, hooks that tree trunk of a leg. 1, 2. My goodness. Elijah can't believe that wasn't enough. Hands atop his head. But you gotta snap back too, Stewart. You gotta snap back too. As he puts the pressure back on with that knee to the kidneys. Guri now looking up at the lights. Put up into a seated position. Goes for the kick to the back. Guri misses wildly with the right hand. Now going to pay for it. Neckbreaker. Once again off the backbreaker. And Elijah with the fins, all in unison in the crowd, chanting yes, single up countered again by Dury. Oh my God. That's twice now Stewart has shot for the high knee, and twice Dury Suckernoff has sidestepped it. Hooks the arm, hooks the leg. It looks like Dark Matter by Stewart. Desperate at this point, goes for a pin. That'll be a rope break for Dury though. Takes him down, wraps his legs around Dury's big old thick head as it looks to bust him open, and he does, reopening that gash that Dury suffered at the top of the show in that Battle Royal. Those perfectly placed elbows gonna help out Elijah here, maybe not, as Dury sucking up with the sit-out powerbomb! A second time, oh my God! Oh my God, hooks the leg, it's gonna be it, it's gonna be it, 1, 2, oh! And Dury arguing with referee Perry White. He thought that was the 3. He was hoping, praying that was the 3, but Elijah with the good vibes powers through. And look at that clothesline as Dury was down on one knee. That might shock him enough to get the 3 count. Elijah's hoping so, but just a 2. Holy shit, man. Stewart fighting through the pain, scratching, crawling to make sure he walks out of Genesis. Still the Alpha World Champion. Good vibes the 3rd time. Elijah turns to his Stewies, dabbing on the haters. All the Dury supporters in the crowd. Dury getting to his feet. Elijah gonna stop him with a punch to the shoulder now. Brings him to his feet. Elijah on the shoulders. The maneuver he used to win the title the first time. Family matters. Family matters. Into the pin. Can it be it? 1, 2. No. Man. Not enough to keep down the Russian Ogre. Are you kidding me? And that had to be... Ooh, sunset flip powerbomb by Elijah. That was impressive. No pin, though. Not going to get him the win. Holy shit, these two have me on the edge of my seat. Are we going to have a new Alpha World Champion? Or can Elijah Stewart, the Good Vibes Kid, with his Stewies behind him, rise above somehow, some way? Dury just whips him across the ring, and now the big man cracking Elijah's head like a coconut over his knee. Dury looks to rally a comeback clothesline. Another clothesline. Ducking Elijah's big man rebounds, flies momentarily for that 3rd clothesline that chops him down. And a straight right hook a second time. Look at Sucking Up, wastes no time. He knows Elijah's in La La Land, but Stewart snaps too, somehow shakes those cobwebs. Now Elijah shoots in, has a hold of Dury, taking him for a cheeky little walk. Snapmare to the challenger. Punch to the gut, though. Dury, all he needs to do is one more time. One more time, oh my God. Sit out powerbomb. He's got it. 1, 2, 3! Oh my God! Oh my God! We have a new CMV Alpha World Champion! Holy shit! Dury actually did it! The Russian Ogre has just dethroned the Good Vibes Kid! And if Elijah is even conscious right now, he has to be absolutely heartbroken. Just 5 days after finally scratching and crawling to win back the Alpha World title, he's met with a brick wall. What a match! And Suckinov is the new Alpha World Champion. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Dury just leaving the ring, leaving Elijah, but bringing the championship with him. Elijah's a fighting champion, but he just didn't have enough fight in him tonight to keep that title around his waist. Look at that sight. Genesis closing on a new Alpha World Champion. Wow, that's the only word that comes to mind is wow to describe what we just witnessed. All right, guys, thank you for joining me for what was a truly roller coaster of emotions. This episode of Genesis, as we have a new CMV Alpha World Champion crowned. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe it. But I said, man, that what a match, though. It was a great match. 10 out of 10. But what's going to happen now going forward in CMV with Guri as Alpha World Champion? And what's next for Elijah? He made a promise to himself. He said, my career or the championship at Exodus. He won the title, but then losing it just 5 days later. Is Elijah going to go on the hunt? He has a rematch clause, but you got Bob Luger chopping on the bit. You got everybody coming after that Alpha World Championship. I don't know, guys. I'm excited to see what's next now that Guri is atop the mountain on Friday nights. But thanks for watching. As always, you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you do follow me. I will be going on a break, so that means no Fusion on Monday. It's Christmas, obviously. I'm not going to stream then. But I will be back the Monday following, and then we'll continue our road to the King of the Ring tournament and validation, of course. The landscape of CMV just changed here with what happened in the main event. But all the past episodes on my YouTube channel, which you can see in my Twitch info section. Check out all the CMV EPs from the vault. And of course, if you would like your call on our show, you can check out our website. ! Join in the chat there. ! CMV will let you know more about us. Official CMV _ is our Twitter. Get updates and all that good-ish from there. So, just hear my dog. That was a weird sound. So I will see you guys in a week. Love you. Have a happy holidays. You know, if you're, Hanukkah, I think already happened. I'm not sure. But have a Merry Christmas. Indeed. Love you. See ya. Toodles. Goodbye now. Goodbye, friends. So long. Farewell.